Welcome to Tots and Teens in Focus. I'm your host, Patricia Trim. Welcome you to another edition of Tots and Teens in Focus. Today, we have our very special guest. He is no other than Michael Dearbue Luthers. Michael Dearbue Luthers is a well-known photographer, stenographer, and also a well-known ballroom dancer and Guyana #1 break dancer. Michael is going to tell us all about his show that he has, Talk of the Tongue Radio, and everybody might be seeing Talk of the Tongue and they want to know who is this great fellow that put this Talk of the Tongue into action. Talk of the Tongue is a radio, internet radio vision that serves the community of Brooklyn, and it goes throughout the world. Michael is well known. He also is a medical staff, and he will give us more ideas about himself and also about his channel that he have that is raging through Brooklyn and all other countries. Michael Dearbue, welcome once again to Tots and Teens in Focus. I know you're not a tot or a teen, but you're just right. And I know that you have a lot of ideas for our young people because you have a studio, and I know that your mind, not only to the adults, but also to the youths of the community, and how can the community help our youths. Michael Dearbue, welcome to Tots and Teens once again.
Thank you, Ms. Trim. Thank you very much. All the viewers, I want to thank you all for supporting Ms. Trim and what she do for many, many years. Ms. Trim, I want to thank you for having me on your platform. I can't appreciate how much you're really doing for the youths, and you've been doing for the youths of today, and trying to make the youths then be the women and the men of today. Really, I got to thank you for doing that, taking on that role of a mother. There's a lot of young people don't have a parent in their life when you take on that role, and I really appreciate it. But now, let's talk about Talk of the Tongue Radio. Talk of the Tongue is a platform, like you know, it's a platform that the community information for the community and the people that lives in the community. Whichever way we can meet them through by sending our message, giving anyone out there that have any advice or any show or any such thing that they wanted to promote or they wanted to come and Talk of the Tongue Radio, we invite you to come on and be a part of the community fest of what's going on in the community. And with that said, like your show and many other shows that piping out of Talk of the Tongue Radio, Talk of the Tongue family appreciate all of that because there's a message that coming from Talk of the Tongue Radio to the world, to the people in their heart. And that's why Talk of the Tongue is there to share the message. And we got to thank people like you and all the people that bring the show on Talk of the Tongue Radio. Thank you very much.
Okay, Michael, I know you're a photographer, and for years you've been doing this photography, also a videographer. Could you tell us some of the ideas behind your work as a photographer and videographer?
Well, my idea, basically everybody know what a photographer and what a videographer does. But apart from that, I know I capture a lot of memories of people enjoying themselves so they can sit back in their comfort of their own home and watch weddings, birthday parties, and things that they missed out that day of. That's what I keep memories, and I love that because it's sharing memories of different people that could sit down with the host and watch the previous event. So those are what photographers and videographers do. But apart from that, the radio station encouraged anyone who wanted to learn or who wanted information to help anyone that really could take them skill to another level. That's why we are here. We are here to help one and help the community grow and see how best we are all as one could help the youths that coming out of the community to take them level of expertise to, the level that they really want to live to make and earn money off of what they're doing with their skill. So that's where Talking the Town is there to help and provide these information so people can come and watch shows day to day on Talking the Town Radio. And I'm so happy that I'm having that platform to help people so we could take their level of message to someone's house so they could sit down and watch and listen and learn something that they didn't know the day before so they could step away with. And, you know, it's all about Talking the Town here, Talking the Town Radio vision is here to, like we're doing things little bit by little bit because we are a young radio station and we're growing and learning from other radio stations who was there before us. Getting ideas from those radio stations and trying to see how best we can implement that in our radio station ideas. And so we are trying to make Talk of the Town the talk of the town, because people like you, Ms. Trim, having shows with a lot of information from the Caribbean and America and around the world, so people could get information like from you, people like you, and what you're doing. I really appreciate what you're doing because you're stuck with what you're doing. Doesn't matter what people say, you're still doing what you love to do and you keep doing it. And that's why Talking the Town Radio have you as one of their family.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm a family. Yeah. Okay, Michael. You know you didn't drop to be a big man now, or a promoter, or a videographer and photographer. We know that you had to come from a little tiny babe to this stage. Give us some ideas about your days as being a young boy to a teenager to a young man and to who you are now.
Well, going back, way back, I'm always a fun guy, always trying to help people, always giving my best, and always trying to make people smile and be happy, always. And with that, some people take that nature and try to use it because they use good nature. A lot of times I get hurt because I'm trying to help, but that's how it is. I can't change it. That's the way life go, and that's the way I got to live my life, by showing that kind of, respect and helping people. Let's go back to days when I can remember. Days when I can remember going around places with my mom, always in front of Fogarty's store, and hearing music, and started to dance, run away from her, started dancing, follow the music. And many times I got slapped in the head because at one time I can remember, if you guys familiar with what they call masquerade. Masquerade is it's a dance with drums. And well, you know, Ms. Trim, you would know, but some of the viewers might know what masquerade is like. People dancing on tall stick in the air, and having drums and parading down the street and getting money. And it's like come around like that on a Christmas time. But at one time, walking down the street with my mom, I could remember I ran away from my mom. I followed the masquerade band, and I was dancing with all the masqueraders. And my grandmother didn't want me to do that, because I eventually now start dancing with the masqueraders, because they find me every time they pass through my neighborhood. They always ask me for a young little boy that used to dance. I dance with them. So eventually now I start dancing with them, with my grandmother. From then on, I realized I have the passion for dancing, and I started to dance by going to different places. But one time I could remember, my mom was doing so much, because as a one person taking care of 3 kids, she was doing trading, she was going different countries. So we were left home basically on our own, with aunt and uncles. And I could remember running away and going places. But one time she come back and she sent me to the National Service. She put me up in the National Service, and I went to the National Service, and that's when I really found my true self. Because in the National Service, it was so much culture, doing all these different activities. And I was so love what everything that so the minute I go to national service, I was so happy because that is what I love. And that's, you know, everything started coming out to me, the dancing, the art, they looking for be a drummer, playing steel pan. I was doing multiple things in national service. And that's what my personality. Every time we have concert show, I was like one of the leading act on the concert show. They have drums. I'm in the leading act beating the drums. So I was always trying to put I don't know, for some reason, God always put me in position where I could get picked to go and do those things. And I was so happy. And from then on, I spent like 2 years on a place called Connerook. And Connerook is like 9 miles from Chamari. You might know that too, right? Or you heard of it?
I heard of it.
Yes. What happened is that we used to run every morning 9 miles back and forth from Connerook to Chamari. So the boxing, now, that's another thing too. I was even boxing. I was even a champion boys.
And all was done through the national service in Guyana.
All in national service, all these passionate things that I love to do, I found it in the national service. And they sent me to Cliff Anderson Sports Hall to box the Golden Gloves to represent national service. But because at the same time, there were this movie called Saturday Night Fever, was showing at Astor Movie Theater. I decided to go and see the movie theater the night before the boxing championship fight and never go back. They were looking for me to go fight the night of the championship night. I never show up. I hide. And I hid there for like 2 weeks because the movie, I want to see this movie, the dancing movie. And that from then on, my dancing skill take off. It take off, man. I go watch that movie, the dancing movie, and I never, from then on, we left the movie, we went to a club called Car Wash. There was a club, a disco. Well, it wasn't no club, it was disco. We went to the club, the disco called Car Wash, man. And I started dance up there at Car Wash. Everybody just loved the way I dancing. And then from then on, the dancing just embedded in me. And I was like, I married to dancing from then on. Married to dancing because dancing was like my passion. They're looking for me for like 3 days to take me back to Connerook. Never show up, always hiding. Every time they come to my mother's house, I never home. So eventually that passed by, days and days of looking for me, so my life went on and I started dancing, going to different disco, dancing and getting the love and the people around me showing me all the love and respect, and because people just want to see me dance, and I just love it. Dance. And that's how my dancing career take off.
That's how you became Guyana #1 break dancer.
Dancing. Yep.
By
like
dancing.
That's
so good to know how your career really started in dancing, because I always hear about the ballroom, the break dancer, and also you do ballroom dancing. So you are in the community and having our young people out there. You ever thought of, well, I know you of age now, but you ever thought of having a dancing school for young people in ballroom dancing?
When I first got, I used to have small schools in Guyana, teaching people at different schools, going around, because I was always like a freestyler. I always liked freestyle, So I was never into this dance school, but I always go around and help in dance school, teach kids in the dance school. But I've never really committed to dance school because of my style. I always want to be free. So sometimes I would be in Georgetown, and the next week I'll be up in Linden, or the next week I'll always be moving around, in the interior. People used to come and take me in the interior to dance on certain dredges, just for entertainment. So those are the things that I love, and I really have the passion to do those things, man. It's like crazy.
Now you're in America. You're in a new age, a new style, a new everything new. but you live here for umpteen amount of years.
Mhm.
We see what is going on within our community with our young people. How do you view what is going on with our young people?
Well, technology make the young people go different directions, and we can't blame the young people to doing certain things that they're doing because some parents, like I said, doing 2, 3 jobs, and you can't blame their parents either because they're trying to make ends meet for the kids. So when the kids left unattended, they get a lot of opportunity to do what they feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? And some of the things that they do is not really appreciated. So, and because of technology and the way how things going now, it's like, but this is how I look at it. Yes, we have bad and we have good, but in every good, we could see it. We could see we can make something good out of it. Whereby, okay, it starts with the individual. You, I'm talking about you, the person that's looking at me right now or listening to us right now. I'm talking to you. This is how it starts. Please let love start with you. Let respect start with you. Let I thank you start with you. Yet a phone call start with you. Let appreciation start with you. All these things got to start with that one individual, showing another person that, and that would transfer to another person that would transfer to, and that now would open up a different dialogue of different people. If you see this kid on the street, because where I grew up, it was uncle and it was auntie, and they were never my family, relatives. There was neighbors, and the respect was there, whereby we had to show our neighbors the respect by calling them uncle or auntie. And with that now, the whole village used to look out for you as a young person doing the bad things because they used to see us on the street and say, hey, what are you doing there? You're not supposed to be there. Voice their opinion. And that make us say, well, oh boy, now I can't be here because uncle just see me or auntie just see me. And if we go back and tell my parent, I can get blows. So I got to be out of this area. So those are the things that we could probably go back to make the youth them of today. Because the youth them of today get a lot of free time to do anything. And with phone technology, it's so much things flooding up their phone, so much dirty videos flooding up their phone, so much technology is going into their phone that you don't even know. They know more than you. So that their mindset are so strange, so different. But you, the person, the elder, you have to stop and talk to the youths regardless. Stop and say something. And I think that would help. That would help because they could continue. Oh yeah, this lady just tell me this, or this Mr. Those are the things we got to look at when you're talking to them.
I always say, we may say that the children today would be different, but in our time, we did it. We did it. But as age go on, because if you remember what you did, it will happen again with the children coming up today. But we got to just keep on talking to them, as you said, keep on talking to them, keep on them showing them the right way. The community bring out the best in them. Have programs and projects. Now you have your own channel. You could have children program or children entertainment, like they want to sing or they want to do whatever, that they can do for the viewers, because there's where children start. When they know that people are looking at them, maybe good or bad, they continue. But we will look for the good in every situation to bring out the best in our young people, because they are I just always say, they are the future generation for tomorrow. I don't want no
Correct.
young person push me over the train line, beat me up, throw me down like what we see going on today. A lot of elderly folks are being attacked by these young minds. And I always say, if we don't pay them attention, that's what will happen. But I pray that it won't happen and it will cease from what is going on in the community. I know you've seen in news, you've seen things that is happening out there. And you said back in my days, it wouldn't have happened, but technology now come and they see the world around them. First time we had to visualize the world by going to the cinema. Now we see the world at a click, just a click, and we see the whole wide world. Advertisement, and we're looking for, talk about your advertisement that you need people to support the channel and to advertise on the channel.
Yes, we wanted you to come if you're having any little business, anything that you wanted to promote or anything you wanted to people to know that you have, and please contact Ms. Trim or contact Michael Dearbue at 917-868-8877. That's my number. And we could promote you. We could make you a sponsor, so we can have you on every platform. We can have you and on our banners. We can have you on our books that we have coming up, and put you on some of the T-shirts and sponsors. And we would always mention your name to every show that we have coming out of Talk of the Town Radio. And that's how we're trying to do it, so we can have people and coming in to promote and have their product advertised on Talk of the Town Radio.
So because our time is cutting, your radio vision, how would you encourage people to come along, tune in on Saturday, give them the timings, how the show goes, what you have the DJs and so that you have on?
Yeah, we having shows every day from 6 o'clock. Monday we having 2 shows from six. All the shows starting from 6 o'clock. Mondays, Tuesdays also we having shows starting from 6 o'clock. Wednesdays we having a money talk show. There's a lot of every day there's shows on Talk of the Town Radio Vision every day. So you could tune in and see which show that you really love to have, get your message from, because all the shows have message. Miss Trim shows on a Saturday morning from 11 o'clock, which carry a lot of information.
Thank you, Michael, for being on Brickart Media, sharing your views of your channel, which is a very good channel. Patricia Trim is on it. So yeah, please, all those sponsors out there who know us, know the Talk of the Town and you want to advertise, please make contact. We need your help. We are here to support the community, but we could only support the community unless you support us. So we need you. Yes. We need you, our sponsors, business people, the big business, the small business, we need them all. So once again, Michael, thank you very much for being on. And to all our viewers and to all our sponsors, you know who you are, we need you. So make certain you help us in the sponsorship. We love you. And
thank you, Ms. Trim. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
From Tots and Teens, I say goodbye. Until next time with another chapter or another edition of Tots and Teens in Focus.
Colette show is on Monday from 6. Community Connection. That's Community Connection. Ms. Trim show, Circle of Dynamic Women of Power. That's on Saturday from 11. Cynthia show, Make Sense with Your Money. That's all money talk. If you want to know how to make sense with your money, what to do with your money, how to save your money, what to do to invest your money, where to go and invest your money. Because Bitcoins and everything is coming in now, so you should need to know more about what to do with your money, because you won't be having money any longer. It's assets. So people tune in. Those are very, very informational shows. Then we have musical shows. Tuesdays, musical shows. You have musical shows Fridays, Saturday right after your show. We have putting spotlight on young people who have talent. Saturday from 5 o'clock. We have profile. We'll be profiling all artists or people who have something that they want to promote. And Guyanese music Saturday right after then, 7 o'clock from 7. You have Guyanese music, strictly Guyanese music. So these are the things we have playing coming out of Talk of the Town Radio. And I really thank you, Ms. Trim, for promoting this and having it going on. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Michael, for being on and being the being on the show and giving your views about your show, the community, your childhood days, and all these things that people will want to know about you. So once again, thank you for being on Brick Art Media of Tots and Teas in Focus.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Tots and Teas in Focus on Brick Art Media. Join us. You could find Michael Dearbue show on Talk of the Tongue in Brooklyn, Schenectady, 3094 Schenectady Avenue. If you need to make contact with any person at the studio, could you give it the number that they could call?
The number, we on every platform. We're on Twitch, we're on our app, we're on YouTube and Facebook. And the number to call is 7.
Bye.